Hi, my name is Stephen Sindoni. Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast of Hollow Earth Entrances Revealed. In today's program, I will put the spotlight on Hollow Earth entrances throughout the world. I will begin in this broadcast by sharing some interesting information. In an article written in the summer of 1978 in Pursuit magazine, a Dr. Anjard claimed to have knowledge of 44 underground cities beneath the surface of North America. I will begin by listing some of the states in alphabetical order. Arizona. You've got Superstition Mountains, where Geronimo would be seen walking into the face of the mountain, disappearing, and then reappearing in New Mexico. The tunnel systems of Superstition Mountain are rumored to be inhabited by reptilian-type creatures and supernatural forces. There are those that claim to have penetrated the tunnel, and they tell of the remains of ancient structures and a spiral staircase that leads down into the bowels of the earth. And interestingly enough, the main entrance to the Superstition Mountain Tunnel links to numerous tunnel passageways which spiderweb out as far as Central America. And in northern Arkansas, just north of Batesville, a 12-man speleological team broke into an ancient tunnel system encountering inhabitants of the underworld. They described the beings as 7 foot tall and blue in skin color. Similar stories of these beings have been handed down in Cherokee oral history. And in California, we'll start with Mount Shasta, where there's an underground city known as Telos, home to beings who can dematerialize at will, and also the home of reptoids. And also in California, not far from Mount Shasta, is Mount Lassen in Tahoma County, about 70 miles southeast of Mount Shasta. And near the foot of Mount Lassen is a town called Manton, where explorer Ralph Fields claims he found an entrance leading to an underground city. The entrance is in the side of Mount Lassen, approximately a little over 7,000 feet, and is near a rock outcropping. And the third site in California is Cocoa Leaf Peak, just east of Fort Irwin, where another underground tunnel is located that connects to a massive honeycombed cave system. And then there's the state of Kentucky, where we have Mammoth Caves, the site of a massive cave where Native Americans also talk about a blue race of beings. And also, there is a story that I narrated on YouTube that you can find entitled At a Door for the End of the Earth, where the story cites an underground civilization awaits for those who venture into Mammoth Caves. And then there's New York City. There are those who claim that when the Church of St. John the Divine was built, it was discovered that there was a tunnel that led to an ancient domed city that dated back to the days of Noah and the flood. It is said that there is an abandoned elevator shaft which leads to the inner earth civilization. And in the state of Texas, location the Del Norte Mountains, 90 miles southwest of Marathon, Texas, it has been rumored that there is an underground passageway which leads to the inner earth civilization as well. And now I will cite other entrances. I will begin with Afghanistan. A British explorer named Wilkins wrote in a book that the legends about tunnels in a subterranean world predates Noah's flood, and there is an underground civilization that lived somewhere in the region of the Hindu Kush mountain range. And in Central Asia and Tibet in the Himalayan mountains, a Polish explorer and writer named Ozendowski published a book entitled Beasts, Men and Gods, and in this book he claims that there is a subterranean realm with millions of inhabitants that is ruled by a mysterious king of the world, which I have narrated and can be found on YouTube. And in the country of Brazil, there are numerous underground entrances. One at Ponta Grossa in the state of Paraná. The second would be in Rincon in the state of Paraná. The third entrance is Concepción in the state of Sao Paulo. And the fourth is Mato Grosso in the state of Minas. There lies the city of Pasig. Local legends claim that the state of Santa Catarina and Paraná are honeycombed by a net of Atlantean tunnels that lead to subterranean cities. And in Canada, in the Nahanni Valley in the Mackenzie Mountains, 550 miles due west of Fort Simpson on the Mackenzie River of northwest Canada, also is said to have underground caverns that lead to the hollow earth as well. And in England there is Glastonbury, known for centuries as Avalon. Glastonbury is legended to have an entrance to Enwan, the British Welsh name for the underworld. And then there is Staffordshire in England, a hatch that was found that led to an underground tunnel system. In India, there is Rama, India, And beneath the surface city lies Rama, a long-lost subterranean city. And then in the city of Benares, beneath the surface city lies Patala, another long-lost subterranean city. And in Turkey, in Derinkuyu, a massive underground city was discovered that revealed a stunning complexity of deep underground passageways constructed on at least 10 separate levels. Archaeologists estimate that there was adequate living space for at least 20,000 people. And near Greenland, there's also reports of locations to the inner earth in Baffin Bay, with stories about Eric the Red, who traveled by boat with 10 to 100,000 people on a 30-day journey to the land of milk and honey. This story has been handed down from generation to generation by the Eskimos of the area. The journey taken by Eric the Red and his followers is an unsolved mystery. And then there's Antarctica, where two entrances can be found. High atop the Transantarctic mountain range, the coordinates for the first entrance is at a latitude of 66.603530, longitude 99.719853, and the second entrance is only 5 miles away. The latitude for that entrance is 66.553280, and longitude 99.839330. For more on these Antarctica Hollow Earth entrances, go to my youtube.com/webflix guy and go to the playlist. You'll be able to find the videos showing the two openings for these two locations I mentioned. Also, there's a video entitled Dr. Thiel Mystery, and that would be very, very helpful in understanding that there is a Hollow Earth civilization. Also, I've done videos on Admiral Byrd and his journey into the inner earth, and also the Smoky God narration, where a father and son claim to have spent 2 years with the inhabitants of an inner earth civilization. If you'd like more information on legends, I have websites at stevensindoni.webs.com, also hollowearth.webs.com. I've got 2 sites on YouTube, youtube.com/Sindoni Productions, and on youtube.com/webflixguy. And you could also find me on dailymotion.com/webflixguy. Or just simply do a Google search under Steven Sindoni. And in closing, I would like to thank everyone for listening to Hollow Earth Entrances Revealed.